Okay, so today I'm going to be giving you three steps or three things you can do to start being a little bit healthier. And after that, I'm going to share with you why breakfast, or the first thing that you put in your body in the beginning of the day, how it's the most important thing you can do. How it's a very important decision you have to make. Okay? So let's get right to it. One, one step you can take to start being healthier is you need to stop eating at fast food restaurants. That's number one. So, why? What's wrong with fast food? Unless if you've been living under a rock for the past, I don't know, for the past decade, then you should know by now fast food is bad for you. I mean, if you look at the word itself, fast food, food that's fast, there's probably only a few things in this world that could be done rapidly that's good for you, right? And if you look at there's just been so many things come out on different forums, different news sites. It can be CNN, YouTube, WorldStar, or MSNBC. Just so many things have come out about fast food restaurants. So you still eating that fast food at this age, for a lot of people that still do, then there's a big issue with it. And that means you truly do not care about what you put in your body. For the people that are younger and are thinking, oh, I'm younger, my body can handle it, and so on, you need to think a little bit deeper than that. And that's because what you eat, not only does it affect your physical part, it also affects you mentally and psychologically. So you'll be doing a lot better by staying away from fast foods. I mean, just two quick examples I can give you. Recently, or within a few years or months, you heard McDonald's come out and say, now our chicken is made with 100% chicken, or now our beef is 100% meat, right? 100%. So what percentage of meat were they giving you before? Let's say it was 50. What were they adding to that other 50%? What was in it? You don't even know what you were eating the whole time. Mind you, they were selling it as a quarter-pound cheeseburger, so you don't even know what was in it. Two, fast food restaurants, because they make food for millions and millions of people, they tend to cut corners. And you can look at it from both ways. You can look at it from a business aspect. A lot of times these companies are greedy. So maybe when they start, for example, quick story, right? McDonald's in the beginning, they did used to use like organic product until they lost the company to someone, and he started finding different ways to cut corners because he was finding different ways to make more money. That's how it goes. If you're preparing a meal for a party, maybe if it's like a house party, you might use all organic ingredients. Now, if you're preparing a meal for maybe like a hall, and you see that, instead of me buying pink salt or sea salt, something that's natural and better for you, let me save $4 by buying iodized or highly processed salt, right? Those are little corners that they cut to cause a lot of problems with other people, and they're making millions while you're the one that's being sick. So that's one thing you can do, is cut out fast food restaurants. Yes, I know it tastes good. I've had my share of fast food, but these are things you can look up on your own. They've just been linked to too many diseases. You can even Google fast food has been linked to, and you see a bunch of things that has been linked to. Like, these are not, nobody's making this stuff up. Now, number two, stop eating pork / pig / bacon. Okay, call it whatever you want. Stop eating pork. And I'll give you a few reasons why. Number one, pigs are known to carry over 90% of worms and parasites. Okay, of worms and parasites. Now, based on what you consume, a lot of people have worms in their body, worms and parasites. The more you eat nonsense, the more you get into your body. So think about worms and parasites as something dangling all through your body, and it's just messing things up. That's the easiest way to think about it. And pigs carry over 90% of that. Two, pigs are known to eat everything, including themselves and feces. right? So how are they going to eat themselves? They don't eat themselves alive, but you got to look at the conditions in which these animals are raised, right? You know, when you're buying your milk or your bacon and you're looking at the wrap or the carton and you see like the happy cow or the happy chickens or the happy milk, those are lies. Those are that's like catfish. Because if you actually been to like some of those farms, which are really cages that they live in, you see the conditions that they live in. And half of the time, these animals are like sick, they're like crammed up in tight cages that they can barely even breathe. So all of those things that they're going through mentally and physically, it's going into their body, which eventually you later on consume, right? So since they're growing up in these tight cages, a lot of times they get sick. They get sick, they die right next to each other. If it's something that's contagious, other ones catch it. So now other ones catch it, and some of them eat each other because they're dead. Because pig, they'll eat anything. And another thing is, I did a study once. I read a study once that said that the meat that you see that is served, all the cows and the cattle and so on that they have on these farms or these cages, sometimes they can have up to 100 medications in them, up to 100. So you got to look at it this way. They're raised in cages, tight cages. They have to give them medications to speed up their recovery if they get sick. They have to give them antibiotics for various infections. They have to give them hormones to make them get big fast. So these are a lot of medications that they're pumping into these animals, once again, that you also later eat, right? And another thing is, pigs do not sweat. Because they don't sweat, they don't get rid of toxins, right? So a lot of things just stay inside that pig. Like there's even something that says a pig can be bitten by a snake and the pig will not die. That's how like toxic they are on the inside. So those are just a few things about pigs. Now, let's move on. On a positive note, what you can do is you can add more water, more fruits, and more vegetables to your diet. It's that simple. I highly recommend eating fruits for breakfast. And this is a perfect segue into my my next session, I guess. I said that why the first thing that you eat is the most important meal. Okay, look at it this way. First meal is called breakfast. Let's look at the word breakfast. You're breaking a fast. Because while you were sleeping, your body was fasting. So now when you wake up, it only makes sense for you to not put something nutritious in your body. So if you wake up and you put some nonsense in your body, because it doesn't have a lot of nutrients, your body's naturally going to crave more. So you tend to overeat. Simply just because of that. I had a friend who actually texted me recently like, hey, I just had like a muffin for breakfast and now I'm still hungry. So look at it that way. I had a muffin for breakfast, I'm still hungry, but it's not like that muffin is out of my system. My body still has to process it. I'm still gonna absorb the sugar and a whole bunch of nonsense that's in it, and now I feel like eating something else. And then she tested out eating something like a fruit. And then she's like, I'm not even hungry after eating the fruits. And this is a true story. You can feel free to test it out yourself. Eat some fruits and vegetables for breakfast, and you see how you feel, versus eating some nonsense. And people say, oh, but I ate a fruit, I'm not full. You're not eating enough. Because when you go and buy your breakfast, or when you buy lunch and you buy your number 4 or your number 5 from your fast food or whatever it is, it comes with fries and a drink, or it comes with a whole bunch of nonsense, and you eat all of that to make it a meal. So why would you think eating like one banana or one orange is supposed to like satisfy you, or it's supposed to be filling? You know, so those are things you have to think about. And another thing that I can say is the things that you eat should fuel you. It should give you energy. So, quick example. Our body is designed like a car. Or no, a car is designed after us. Let me put it that way. Your brain is like the engine, your eyes are like the headlights, your arms are like the tires, and your intestines are like, I guess, like the exhaust, right? So think about your body like a car. When your car is running low on gas, that's equivalent to you being hungry. So when your car is low on gas, what do? You go to the gas station and you buy some gas. You fill up a tank or whatever it is, and now you can go another 200 miles or you can go another 2 weeks. When you're getting hungry and you feed yourself, you should be able to run after you eat. You should be able to pick up and go. That's what food is supposed to do to you. It's supposed to fuel you. So when you eat and all of a sudden you feel like passing out or you got the itis, quote unquote, that's just your body shutting it down, shutting everything down because it needs time to not process and digest all the nonsense you just ate. That's what your itis really is. That means you just ate a bunch of nonsense. So when you eat and you get tired or you're weak, you just ate a whole bunch of nonsense, and that tells you that right there. And this I test out. Like, you can test it out on your own. Eat something very healthy. You might not feel stuffed, but you will know that I don't really need to eat anymore. But you're eating a whole bunch of nonsense, and that makes you crave more because it doesn't have all the nutrients that you need. Okay, so I'm gonna end the video on that note, but that's just a few things that people can take advice from or listen to. I do have a few more videos on my Instagram and also my YouTube channel, which is LLCool space JUWON. Feel free to comment, like, or repost or share if you want to. And let me know what challenges you have when it comes to trying to eat healthy, or what issues just whatever you want to comment on or whatever response you have. Please feel free to comment and let me know. Other than that, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good day.